What's going on, guys? My name is Kyle. This is the game department, and today we're going to answer the question of, is more expensive better? Now, if you're like me, I'm sure you get hooked on the idea of getting the next thing, or upgrading your keyboard, or upgrading your mouse, or getting better switches. Whatever the situation is, does spending more mean you get a better product? And today we're gonna test that theory. Now, I've bought two super cheap peripherals from a website in Australia called Kogan. If you don't know what that is, there's a link to it in the description. If you don't live in Australia or New Zealand, you might not even know that this is a thing. So the first item on that list is this keyboard. Now, this is a mechanical keyboard. It's filled with brown switches. It is a 10 keyless layout, and I think I paid 50 Australian dollars for it delivered to my house. I did buy it on sale. I think they retail at like $100. So we're gonna see if this is worth the $50 that I spent for it. I use this on my now this is a little disclaimer, okay? I bought these two peripherals for the sake of doing a video on cheap peripherals, and I've actually used this every day on my streaming PC because I kind of like the size. The switches don't feel the worst for the every now and then I've got to push a button, and it fits my desk a hell of a lot better than the one I was using. But we'll get back to that. The other item that I got is this. Now, this is a 10,000, quote, 10,000 Dpi Interchangeable Mouse. They call it a Modular Mouse, and why they say it's a Modular Mouse is that actually you can change the sides of it. So if you want to change the wing where your fingers sit on the other side, you can do that. It does come with two interchangeable parts. So it comes with an extra wing, and it comes with an extra 9-digit pad for the other side. So if you want to play things like League of Legends or WoW or things like that, and you need those 9 addressable buttons, very similar to the Naga Trinity for Razer, you can do that. They literally just clip in, magnets hold them together, and that's in, and all the buttons work individually, which is kind of cool, kind of sick. I paid, I'm going to say $50 or $45 Australian for this mouse. Same deal on the other side. You can interchange that, and then it changes the entire layout of the way the mouse looks. They're a little fidgety because it's got magnets, but that's it. And now the whole mouse has changed. Pretty sick. So what I thought we would do today is I thought that we would plug both of these peripherals in. Currently, as a baseline, I use the Razer Basilisk for my mouse, and I use a Blackwidow Elite with orange switches, which are like Cherry MX Blues. So very similar in the sense of switches and mouse styles, I guess, right? So my idea was, we chuck a game on, we play with my standard setup, change it out, we'll play with the cheap stuff, and let's compare them. Because, to be honest with you, feeling the way that this mouse feels, I think it actually could turn out pretty well, but we'll see what happens. Now, a quick little disclaimer, obviously one that I shouldn't have to do. It's not sponsored, okay? Nobody sponsored this video or told me to say anything. This is just my sole opinion, because to be honest with you, to spend $400 to upgrade a mouse and keyboard is great, but if you can do it for $100, you don't get the brand, but if you get the performance, then what's the difference? I can't see the difference. So we'll see if it does, if you are literally paying an extra $300 for a brand. Well, let's find out together. So the game I think that we use as the baseline for this is going to be my favorite, which I'm sure that none of you saw this coming. It's gonna be Rainbow Six Siege. I play this a lot, okay? I play this a lot more than I should, and as much as I play it, I'm still not very good. But I think it'll be a good test for the sake of needing to lean and using other keys, and there's a lot going on in both aspects with the keyboard as well. So we'll see. Let's just find out. Now, I reckon we're going to do some training grounds against some AI. At the moment, for setup 1, I'm currently using my Basilisk from Razer and my Blackwidow Elite in the orange switches. So I'm just going to play one round. We'll see how we go. And then as soon as that round's over, with however it went, we're going to switch out. We're going to put the Kogan peripherals on, and we will see if it makes a difference. Because shit, I hope so, with the amount I spent on this keyboard and mouse combination. Let's do it, baby! Okay, we're in. So let's see how we go this first round with the Razer peripherals. Of course, it has to be the best map in the game. Get some. Of course, it has to be this map. Of course, I'm going to use Zero, the new operator. If you don't play Rainbow Six, you have no idea what I'm talking about. That's the hostage. This was too easy. Let's go. It's all over here. Oh, God. Oh, God, they're shooting at me. Playing games and standing up is very weird. It's very weird, and I didn't think this through very far. Is that a person? It is. Oh, what a headshot. Maybe that's to do with the Razer peripherals. But maybe it's okay. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. So not too bad. Okay, straight off the bat, very, very comfortable. Very used to this setup. All right, I use these every time we stream, which is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, at the game department on Twitch. If you didn't know, but I'm just saying. So it's very familiar. I use this all the time. I'm very used to the way that it feels. It's very normal. So I'm gonna switch these out. We're gonna chuck these Kogan peripherals on, and we're gonna give her a whirl. Okay, so we're gonna play same map, same operator. The only thing that is different is the peripherals. So let's go. Okay, everything works. That's a good start. Oh gosh. Okay, so the DPI settings might be slightly different on my mouse because I'm overshooting my aim just a little bit. Not a crazy amount. Again, not having any audio doesn't really help, but so far so good. So far so good. Besides my horrible gameplay, the keys are definitely a little bit louder than what they are on the Blackwidow, which I guess is obviously expected on I guess a $300 keyboard to a $50 keyboard. But so far, to be honest, I mean, it's not really, it's not like end of the world loud. I'm gonna play another round with the Kogan peripherals. Well, warming up. That's all it was. It was just a warm up. It was just a warm up. We're gonna play another round. We'll see how we go. So far, it's actually not even doing that badly. And to be honest with you, the mouse kind of feels super nice in my hand. Not that the Basilisk doesn't feel nice in my hand, but there's something about the way that the groove of this mouse is. It kind of feels really nice, to be honest. I can grip it really well with my ring finger. It's holding the mouse in a really nice position. Obviously, it depends on how you hold your mouse. But for me, there's something about it that's kind of nice. It's nice and smooth too. It's not like janky in a sense that the sensor isn't skipping at all. It's not struggling along my mouse pad to register where I'm putting the mouse. As well as the buttons, the clicks are actually super satisfying for a really cheap gaming mouse. Run like the wind, like lightning, my friend. Just run. Don't stop. Don't answer anybody's questions, buddy. Just run. Oh, far out. Okay, are we gonna make these shots with this mouse? I don't think it has anything to do with the mouse and my poor eyesight, to be bluntly honest with you. Oh, mission lost! Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the Razer peripherals back. We'll play one more round with the Razer. Now that we've gone from expensive to cheap, we'll go back to expensive and see if the difference is like inherently noticeable straight away. And then we'll have a chat. Okay, we're back with our Razer peripherals. Everything's plugged in. We're trying again. Straight off the bat, the keyboard feels a lot nicer. I don't know if it's because of the keycaps themselves, but they do feel a hell of a lot nicer. But the mouse, if I'm bluntly honest, I can't really feel that much of a difference straight away. We'll see what happens when we get stuck in the thick of the action. But right now, just running around and tracking the area, I'm not really seeing that noticeable of a difference. We'll see what happens when we get a little bit sweatier in the position that we're in. I really shouldn't have picked this game. I don't know why. What part of me thought, hey, do you know what, Kyle? Let's play Rainbow Six, a game that you really like, so you're gonna get way too into the game and kind of lose focus on the video that you're recording. All right, where is this Hustage? Where is the Hustage? I'm getting way too into this game. I found him. Are you okay, sir? I think we've got enough information. Okay? I think we have enough information, and that's all that really matters deep down. Okay, let's have a conversation. Now, are the Razer peripherals I have good? Yes. They are really good. And I'm not going to hold anything against them, especially the orange switches. I really like them. I love the Basilisk and the way that the thumb rest is. I like these peripherals. I wouldn't have spent the money that I did on these peripherals if I didn't like them. But if I didn't have the money to buy these ones and I had to go something cheaper, are the Kogan peripherals a good option? To be bluntly honest with you, yeah, 100%. This mouse, I know that people are very particular about their peripherals and the things that they use, but to be brutally honest with you, I low-key might even change this mouse out for my Razer Basilisk. I know that sounds a bit stupid. Obviously, I've spent the money on the Basilisk. Why wouldn't I use that? And this definitely is of an inferior quality. I'm not saying that it isn't, but there's something about the way that this mouse sits in my hand and the buttons and the response themselves from the click I kind of prefer. The sensor is definitely nowhere near as good as the Basilisk. The scroll wheel doesn't have the resistance change that the Basilisk does that I really, really like. The sides are kind of janky because they are held on with magnets, but to be bluntly honest with you, for $50, this mouse, fan. I'm a fan. Kogan, you've done well. I'm actually surprised about how well that holds up to a name brand like a Razer mouse. The keyboard is a very different situation. Now, this comes with brown switches. I did check, it was the first thing that I did when I got the keyboard. It does come with brown switches. Are they cheap brown switches? Yes. They are very, very cheap brown switches, but I mean, it's shit. It's a 10 keyless mechanical keyboard for under $60. And to me, that's pretty cool, man. To be honest, like obviously there's places that are selling these super, super cheap, and I imagine that the quality that you get is $60 worth. You can't beat around the bush. You pay 60 bucks, you're gonna get $60 worth of value. But in saying that, if I was brand new to PC gaming, or if I was trying to learn, or you know, I don't have a lot of money to buy new peripherals, or I can't justify spending that much money, then shit yeah, man. Go on Kogan and get this freaking keyboard. This is not bad, man. I'm genuinely surprised. The mouse, for me, killer. No brainer. If you want to see a longer video on that mouse as well, by the way, or either of these products, let me know below, because I can definitely do that and show you a little bit more about it. Whether you want that or not, I don't know. But for 55 bucks for a keyboard and like 45 for a mouse, dude, chef's kiss. I'm so happy with that. I definitely don't think they're better than the Razer products, to be honest. The mouse doesn't perform as well as the Razer mouse does, but I think the shape of that mouse is giving it extra points because it fits my hand a lot nicer than the one I'm currently using does. But as I said, the sensor isn't as good, the quality of the build isn't as good, and it's gonna be that way regardless of what brand stuff you have. If you're paying $300 or $200 for a mechanical keyboard, then I'm gonna assume pretty highly that the quality is gonna be better than a $55 keyboard. That doesn't mean that the $55 keyboard is bad, but the $200 one is better. That makes sense? I think I'm just rambling at this point. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up below. If you want to see more content I post videos every Thursday. Chuck a subscribe and you'll see next week's video. If you don't subscribe, then you probably won't see next week's video. I'll ban you from no, I won't do that. If you want to check out my live stream that I do every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it is at twitch.tv/The Game Department. Come check it out. It's a really good time. You'll have a lot of fun. And if you don't, money back guaranteed. Psych, it's free. If you want to follow me on any other social media, search The Game Department. Very easy to find. Super, super simple. No spaces. Exactly the same as YouTube. For anybody that is looking for a new Discord server that they would love to be a part of, and they want to join a fantastic, growing, lovely community of people that talk about games and memes and all stuff internet, there's a link in the description. Come and join it. You get an invitation. You're welcome. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a lovely morning. I hope you have a good night. Bye.